Hey guys, welcome to another episode of It's a Wonderful Dish. I'm your host, Tiffany Collinsworth, and in studio I have with me Benjamin Bird, who is the chef de cuisine.
Yes.
Oh my god, I got it. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm terrible with that. I'm surprised I even got your name right. He's joining us from the kitchen at the Hotel Clarence, and he's here to discuss a bib salad, which is a really quick, really easy, fun summer dish that you can make right at home, or you can go over to Hotel Clarence and enjoy it yourselves, right?
Yeah, I would recommend that.
They make it over at the Hotel Clarence and perfect it over there, I'd say, right?
Yeah. We do a couple extra things to it.
Yeah, they spruce it up for us. He's joining us with a new executive chef.
Yes, Arthur Robinson.
And he has just been creating wonders over there at the Hotel Clarence. You can check out their new menu. It's online now at hotelclarence.com. But tell us a little bit about the bib salad.
The bib salad, bib is actually lettuce. It's wonderful. It's really to feel it. It's nice and smooth, and it's to eat it. It's buttery. It's got a great flavor, a great texture. It's just a little. It's not your everyday romaine or iceberg. It's really nice and buttery.
Ooh, buttery. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Just like the feel of it and the look of it. It's great. It's wonderful.
Now, what components are in this salad that make it a bib salad, aside from the lettuce?
Well, the lettuce obviously would be bib lettuce. And then it's actually a composed salad, which I would recommend eating it with like a knife and fork type of thing.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and it's all the ingredients are on there, and they're a little bigger, so you can't just...
Cutting them up.
Yeah, you have to
necessary.
like cut them up a little bit, and it comes on a full head of lettuce, so you're gonna need a knife and fork to eat it either way, but it's a really nice dish.
All right, well, with that, I think we can head to the video, and how about you walk us right through on how the preparation and how this works.
All right.
All right, guys, bib salad.
So we call this a BLT bib. It's got
that lettuce is pretty sexy.
Yeah. Oh, that's really nice lettuce right there for sure. We have bacon, the lettuce on there. We have some tomatoes. We also have pickled red onions back there. That's some smoked bacon that we smoke in house. It's great. We'll take a whole head of bib lettuce and we'll check it over. Sometimes there's little bugs that live in lettuce. Obviously, since it grows outside, we always have to check it over. It comes in with the root still attached, so you know it's real, so we'll rip that off, and we'll arrange a whole head on a plate. Now, it looks a lot bigger than it actually is because it just eats so well. We have a house-made dressing that goes on it. It's a garlic aioli that gets drizzled over top, and it's nice. It's got a relaxed garlic. It's not like real hot.
Overpowering.
Yeah, it's not overpowering. It's nice and smooth. And we'll go ahead on there with the pickled red onions that we pickle in house, and some spices and some herbs and some vinegars and things like that. We also have our sun-dried tomatoes that we'll go on there with, and our house-smoked bacon. And
anything is better with bacon.
Yeah. Oh, the bacon comes out so nice. We have a smoker out back at a hotel, and if you're around town and we have it on, you're gonna smell it in town. It's really tasty. So we'll smoke our bacon right in house, and we'll throw that on there with our pickled onions and the sun-dried tomatoes. And it's not a lot of stuff on there, but each flavor complements
each
other. Yeah, with the smokiness of the bacon, with the texture of the red onion and the buttery bib, and then you get hints of the garlic aioli in there. It's great.
Now, what I've noticed, so what's he putting on right now?
These are something new that we're using. We're getting these edible flowers right locally from here. Fresh herbs of Fabius. We got some
and you can eat them.
Yeah, they're all completely edible. They bring us a bunch of different varieties. It looks like there's some Johnny Jump Ups on there. We'll also have edible roses, and we'll have wonderful sprouts and shoots from this place. It's awesome.
Well, it's beautiful. Now, what I've noticed in the past couple episodes, especially with the summer season and vegetables and everything being, prime time right now, the color of the dishes.
Oh, it's
absolutely
it's
incredible.
Wonderful. Yeah. With all these different fresh local ingredients, we can really get the colors on there. That's when we brought in the edible flowers. It really enhances the dishes. Certain dishes get it, certain dishes don't. It's more for garnish, but every now and again, I'll pop my head out in the dining room and somebody will be munching on a flower.
On a flower.
Yeah.
A little weird, but that's awesome.
That's
I like
okay.
it.
I mean, that's what they're for. It's
like it.
It's great, and it adds color. It adds another element to the dish that not just any place has.
Now, all of these vegetables, they add a different kind of flavor, different kind of component, and they work with each other in all these different dishes. I mean, the vegetable gnocchi we saw, the lobster pepperdelle we saw, and now with the Bibb salad, just like everything just...
It's just not your normal onion. You know, it's not just a normal onion. We'll pickle an onion. It's not your normal bacon. We'll smoke the bacon. It's not your normal, ingredients. We'll get fennel that you're less likely to get at the store, and we'll roast it and put it in the dish to let you experience it. It's a great way to get customers' palates a little bit more in tune with the kind of flavors and the kind of dishes in the direction that we're going in.
And you guys take great pride in keeping it local.
We do.
As much as possible.
We get as much local produce as possible. We're working with local meat vendors. We're getting, like I say, the herbs and the edible flowers from local places. We use a local cheese company. We have a couple things on our menu, like a cheese plate that we use all these local cheeses. I make a cheesecake and put some this really nice Morning Glory cheese in it. It comes out wonderful. It's wonderful.
And I'm pretty sure the local businesses very much appreciate that as
well.
well.
Yeah. and we're putting it to good use too. It's not just your everyday run-of-the-mill type of stuff. It's a little bit extra, so it's good.
Definitely. So you guys stop on by to the kitchen at the Hotel Clarence. You guys enjoy a quick meal if you have a little bit of time, or sit down for a nice, real hearty dinner. It's really great food. You can check out the new menu over at hotelclarence.com. Not kitchen.
Right.
I keep wanting to say kitchen.
That's the name of the restaurant.
Do you guys have a new menu coming out for the fall?
We're actually, it's a little bit early, but we're kicking around ideas for the fall menu. That's when you get more into
the pastas, the heavier.
Yeah, more heavier stuff, more gamey proteins, and just a little bit more of different processes, more of a stick to your ribs kind of comfort food type of thing for the wintertime.
I love comfort food.
Yeah, anything having to do with like giant birds or like squash or anything like that. It's great. Yeah.
Giant birds. I love it. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ben, for joining us. Again, we have Chef de Cuisine Ben Bird in studio with us. Special thank you goes out to Arthur Robinson, the new executive chef over at the Hotel Clarence. You're doing a wonderful job, and the food looks really great.
It's all wonderful.
Really
it's a blast to cook. It's a blast to eat. It's good all the way around.
And there's always some kind of crazy, awesome event that is going to be taking place. So if you want to check out more the events, the menu, everything, it's all at thehotelclarence.com. So be sure to check that out. We will see you guys next time in our next episode of It's a Wonderful Dish. Thank you so much. I am your host, Tiffany Collinsworth.